Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for the Spankatron 5000 show with your host, Kelsey Todd.
I've never done a podcast before, so
Ooh.
I'm a virgin.
Up in the cherry. Okay,
All right, let's do testing of levels. So, like, you're good, Chris.
Okay.
Talk like you would, Christine.
Yes. What's the difference, or what's the thing that a howdy doody and a prostitute on a playground have in common?
What?
The kids laugh when I shove my hand up their ass.
Good levels.
Good.
All right, Jess, let's test you.
I don't have a joke to tell, but you can test my levels just based on this
Okay.
response.
Hey, how was it? You have your W-2s for your taxes ready?
I have it on my desk at home.
Okay, perfect. All right, Jason.
Hi, I am Jason DeLeo, and I'm a virgin of podcasts. And I have not received my W-2s yet. And don't care, because I can't do shit until I get all my investment shit,
Your stuff
which
is
you
out
don't
of
get
control,
until...
I would imagine.
It's really out of control, because I have, 19 independent jobs.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Damn.
Yeah.
Are you a birthing coach? What did you do?
A doula?
Is that what that is?
I think so, right?
What did you do before you?
No, I'm retired.
You were on a
Doula
6-month sabbatical.
I worked at Microsoft for
Oh,
a
shit.
consultant, so I'm part of the 18-6 off. I had to get off after 18 months, and I worked in their customer service support unit for MicrosoftStore.com.
Mm-hmm.
I basically worked with the agents around the world on promotions.
Oh, shit.
And helped them with the sales side of it. It was boring as shit.
It sounds boring.
I hated it, but it paid unbelievably well, and I figured out that the guy before me basically milked a job. So I made it more efficient.
Well, they're gonna miss you.
Phased yourself out?
I think they're probably by now have figured out that I didn't do a lot. I did what they told me to do.
Right on. Are you noticing the rain sound?
Yeah, actually, that's what I was listening to. It sounds nice, though.
My work talk was not interesting enough, obviously.
No, that...
And I'm okay with that, because I was boring myself. I'm
I
glad we
hear
were just testing.
Microsoft, and my brain just,
Same with me. I sold my Surface and my laptop on the second day after I left,
Yeah.
because I just wanted to go back to my Mac.
Did they give you one or something?
I just don't,
No, I
because I
bought it
don't
myself.
know anything technology.
They tried to give me one, but it was such a piece of shit. The
You're like, spare me.
company that, whatever you call them, the consulting company, I saw it and I went, can I go with option B, which they had originally offered, which was 3% more pay if you provide your own equipment? When I saw their equipment, I was like, yeah, I'll just go buy it myself. And
Oh
sell
wow.
it at the end.
3% more pay if you bring your own laptop or whatever.
Yep.
Wow.
I mean, I had to go pay full setup. I needed multiple screens, and because I work from home, and it was a job that needed a lot of to be efficient.
There's
So
a guy at our work because Chris and I work together. We're graphic designers at our company.
congratulations.
Thank you. It's been, how long has it been now, Chris? 5 months?
No idea.
Yeah. 5.
Flew by.
Just flew by.
Aw.
And there's this one guy who's our web designer at our work, and he's like super hardcore Mac. I'm a Mac guy. Like, I love Macs, like Mac devices but stuff, but I have a PC. And he's like super like anti-PC, like to the point of like he's super religious, so he doesn't swear, but if he could swear, he would swear about it.
PC is, I thought, just a personal computer. It's a brand, I assume.
No.
Oh no,
no, it is
I
a
guess
personal
when
computer.
when I refer to it, I think of like Windows.
Yeah, it's any machine that runs Windows.
Oh.
So I'm a Mac, you're a PC. That's the best
How
way
do
to
you
think
know?
of it.
I haven't revealed my
I actually
cards.
don't, but I was using that as an example.
I'm a PC.
I'm a PC too.
I recently got, I shouldn't say this on a podcast. Never mind.
Say it.
No.
Did you get a pap smear?
Aw.
Are we
no,
on?
I
Are we
would say
recording? Is
that.
this
We
the
just start
podcast?
recording. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to have some organic way to introduce a podcast, and it never works. It always feels like I'm blocking.
Oh, I
everything
didn't
to
know. I
start.
would have. I'm not editing myself.
Don't edit yourself. That's the beauty of this podcast. So you got a pap smear.
A pap schmear.
Pap smear.
Now,
Jewish.
if I had
Jewish doctor.
a pap schmear, I would have let you guys know that without hesitation.
I appreciate that
You're
about you.
welcome. Yeah.
What happens at a pap schmear?
All right.
Yeah,
They
Jess.
get a bagel and some lox.
Yes.
It's a pap
And-
schmear.
And there's like a metal speculum that opens the bagel,
speculum.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Big
yeah.
word,
splits,
speculum.
splits the bagel.
And
Kind of looks like, this is anyone who is a female that listens to this will probably be like, I'm an idiot. But, because it's nothing.
Or someone transitioning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
come
be
on.
real
You
here.
gotta be open-minded.
In preparation of. The guns that you use to put, like, caulk in a back,
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
I feel like that is what it reminds me of.
a
Goodness.
speculum.
Hey, can I
that's a-
pause for a second?
Yes.
Jess, you have really nice hands. Seriously.
Thank you. Was
Yeah.
that my speculum?
You have like princess hands.
Oh, I was thinking kind of like
They are kind of
Chris Rock
Disney-ish.
hands.
They are.
They're
You
very
have like
Disney-ish.
you have like
Fingers are
Disney. You have like Frozen hands. You do.
It's true. Do you do any tricks with them? Can you like? Looks like your thumb goes back a little. That's kind of cool.
Are you double jointed?
Ooh,
That's a
Oh.
thing. It's a thing.
that's very
I
Disney.
can
It's very Disney.
make the skin in the middle of my hand disappear.
Ooh. Let me see from this side. I can't see it.
Freaky.
Oh, podcast world. I wish this was a video podcast.
I could put a penny in there.
She's doing magic
So
tricks
they're
with
hiding.
her skin on the top of her hand that are
It's
unbelievably
like
cool.
vagina monologues, both the back of your hand.
Ooh,
And I have-
back
What
of
is
your
the back
hand
of your hand
monologues.
called medically? Do you guys know? Next week I have 2 doctors on. Dude,
I know. I heard.
I'm so stoked.
I think it's gonna be
John
fun.
Stevens and
Belinda.
Oh, that's going to be a good one.
Belinda's a little intimidating to me because she's so funny and I've seen her in theater sports. Not that you guys aren't funny, but like
God
she's like a
damn you.
super good get, you know?
Does she have nice hands?
And they work
Yeah,
together and they
bingo.
have a good. Yes, she actually has great hands.
Was she a surgeon or just a boring normal doctor?
She
Oh,
gives
man.
babies.
Oh,
Her
she gives
hand-
babies to
her-
people.
She can give
She's
a
a
really
stork.
good description of
A
the
pap
caulk
smear?
gun.
Yes.
Oh, the caulk gun?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, what do
She
they
should
do with the
bring
caulk
one.
gun? Do they put caulk in your, like, some kind of liquid in there?
Yeah, at a
Oh.
certain age.
Oh.
No,
Wow.
it's
That
no,
explains
Liquid nails.
Oh,
No,
I need to get
it's-
hammered.
that's
the
why
way
I
the
only
handle
date
is
under
on the-
42. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I think this conversation has exhausted
Many
itself.
directions can go.
So wait. So the bagel opens up, okay, and then the lox goes in there with the paint caulk gun, like speculum,
And if the bagel's already toasted, they have to give you some medicine.
that gives
Yeah.
you some if you're over 43. And then
Wait.
they just kind of look inside and go, "Hey, you look good."
Do they actually take, like, a big popsicle stick and get some skin cells like they do for a cheek swab for a DNA test from a murderer? Or is it
Whoa, that's-
completely different? A white murderer.
Am I really the only female that you guys have had this opportunity?
I've
to talk
never,
to
I've been
about this?
extremely inappropriate with multiple females in conversation about stuff like this, but I've never actually asked what took place during a
Yeah,
patch.
and I've been divorced for 8 years. I found out yesterday when I pulled my divorce degree for a refi I'm going through, and I was like, "Wow, it's been 8 years."
Jeez.
So yeah.
Well,
it's been a long
congratulations,
time.
maybe.
Yeah.
I don't. You can ask us something about a man. Like I'm getting a colonoscopy next month.
Oh yeah, but is that an age thing or is that just I think that's just a you thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
You just paid a little extra.
Yeah. It was really funny. Like it's super awkward when you go in because it was a chick was my doctor, and I read her
Slid her a
little.
brown envelope.
I did. Yeah. Here's a stool sample for you,
With
baby.
multiple words of please.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Totally. No, but it was
Backside.
interesting because like she grew up in Michigan. Like I was reading her profile like out in the lobby, and so I was trying to make small talk and she's trying to talk about my butt and like how my stool is and everything. And I'm like, so you grew up in Saginaw? And she's like, yeah. Anyway, how's your poo looking? And it was like the craziest conversation I've ever had. But
That is
yeah,
awesome. That'll make for good podcasts. Have we
Fodder.
started
Fodder.
yet?
I hear
we
the,
have started, but I'll pause and introduce everyone in a second.
I hear the worst part of a colonoscopy is the night before.
Why?
Have you experienced one before?
I have never
You have to
experienced a
drink
colonoscopy.
like a lot of
You
stuff,
drink,
don't you?
You can't drink purple goo.
A
goo.
cleansing
It's insane.
concoction.
The
that-
nurse went over the list with me. It is crazy what I have to drink. And like the day before, I can't drink water.
Yeah.
I have to
Oh,
drink
weird.
blue or red Gatorade. If I drink purple Gatorade, it like dyes my colon so they can't see anything.
Oh wow.
Then I have to drink like a concoction of over the counter like butt exploding medicine.
Yeah, you're.
that cleans me
From
out.
what I understand, that's the worst part of it. It is it because a colonoscopy, you just go to sleep.
They say
Then
that
you
they
wake
put
up
you in
and
like a
up.
weird twilight zone. You'll still be
Yeah.
conscious, but
Oh,
it'll be really
freaky.
weird and you won't remember anything.
How did you get this again? I'm interested.
So
Yeah, where do we sign up?
Yeah.
I like this.
okay, so here's what happened. Wait, first of all, no, I'll wait to introduce till after the story. Okay, because this will be good fodder. So Jason, if you haven't listened to the podcast, what we do is we just sit around and create scenes. just out of nothing, just like random scenes.
okay.
So if you feel like initiating a scene, you just turn to someone and be like,
Joseph, my Pokemon fell out of my closet.
just shit like that. So anyway,
Boot.
out of my boots. No, so about 2 years ago, I just woke up and my butt hurt really bad, and I felt down there, and it was like there was like a marble-sized protrusion from my butt, which turns out was like a hemorrhoid. But I hadn't been like doing anything abnormal, like I hadn't had a crazy like push really hard like bowel movement. I was just going poo like normal, and it was really random to me. I'm like, what the fuck? Like this happens to people who push really, really hard and like push the vein out, and it was painful, and I didn't push it back in. I just waited, went away in like a week, right? But ever since then, every time I poo, it hurts like a motherfucker. And I went to a proctologist, and I went to them, and I was like, or whatever the butt doctors are called. I don't know if it's a proctologist. And she was like, she put like a glove on and put a finger up there, and she was like, I don't feel anything. Like, I understand. Because what happened is last year I was at the Black Box Theater doing an improv show, and I get like the nervous shits before an improv show. So I went to the bathroom, and I went, and like the toilet was filled with blood.
Ooh.
And my poo was like covered in blood. So it's something like up in my colon. And my doctor said it's probably just like an internal hemorrhage or like a tear or like a hemorrhoid. And he said he gave me a prescription for suppositories to like put up there, but that's super uncomfortable doing that. So I didn't do it. So I'm going on 2 years of having really painful shits. And I went to my doctor, and I didn't even go through my primary care. I just called up I called up a gynecologist, and I was like, hey, I need a thing. I need a pap
I got a
smear.
bagel.
You're used
I
to
need
putting
some
your
help with my
fingers in
bagel.
stuff.
Yeah, put them in my butt. So she was like, well, I appreciate it's a good preventative measure. Like, you never know. So I'm just going to take a camera up there and see if there's anything weird up your butt, like a polyp or something.
There you go.
Good luck, buddy.
Yeah,
How the
I'm
hell-
a
I
little.
don't know. You do
I'm
that exploratory
offering,
stuff. And
Wow.
Yeah.
It's good
You
that
guys
you're
can give me
aware of it.
flowers.
What I'm most impressed is that you're aware of your body and you know what's going on. Because I think if something like that happened to me, they'd be like, yeah, how long has this been going on? I don't know, like 9 years?
Yeah, that's the point
Is
of
it
that. Where I'm
supposed
just
to be
like,
that? Is it
I don't want to
supposed
like
to be?
have this like slowly like killing butt cancer I don't know about, because that's what Farrah Fawcett died of.
Really?
I don't want to be the next Farrah Fawcett.
Ooh, that would be sad.
Anyway.
I want to do that eulogy.
Farrah Fawcett's.
No, the Kelsey's.
The butt death.
But,
If I do die from something, you can give a eulogy
I
at my
would.
funeral.
I would. It would be very. I would talk about everything I learned. It would talk about bagels.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, yours is more of a Bialy problem, I think.
Yeah.
You know, that's my Jewish.
I might come visit your
It's a
grave.
Bialy.
Thanks, dude.
You're welcome.
You know what a Bialy is? It's like a bagel, but it's long.
Mm-mm.
It's like
Oh.
a roll.
Are you Jewish?
I am half Jewish.
What's everyone's religion or creed? Is Judaism? I know Judaism is a religion, but it's also like a racial thing, right?
It's a bloodline to be.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
But it
'Cause
kind
my
of crosses
mother-
over. It's like,
So I'm what I call a convenient Jew. So I'm only Jewish when it's convenient to be Jewish, because in reality I'm more of an agnostic. But there are times when being Jewish becomes very convenient. Like during this podcast, I can make bagel and Bialy jokes and get away with it.
totally. All right. Well, I will now introduce the podcast. Hi,
Hey.
Hi.
Spankatron 5000 show. Just kidding. Hey. Welcome, everybody, to the Spankatron 5000 show, broadcasting live from my new state-of-the-art studio on Finney Ridge in my garage. I've got some wonderfully talented people on the list to get on the podcast, but for now, I have... oh, zing!
I got confused very fast. I was like, wow.
Totally.
That sounds welcoming.
Welcoming. To my left, super funny person, happens to be a female, doesn't matter whatsoever. Her name is Jess Lea.
You have gotten so much better.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I first didn't know her last names, and she was in my improv group for like 3 months, but I called her Chrysanthemum.
Chrysanthemum, which is still one of my favorite nicknames.
Thanks,
That
dude.
is a pretty one.
But you go by Jessica Lea on Facebook.
That's my middle name.
That's your middle name.
Yeah.
Stage name.
Yeah, it is. It's my nighttime name.
Oh.
Wow.
My daytime
Ba-ba-boom.
name is Doctor. It's not. I'm not a doctor.
Okay. What are you, by the way? You're a landlord. No. You're a realtor. No. You are a project
You
manager.
don't know me at all.
Arsonist.
I'm an inspector.
That's right.
Yeah.
A house inspector.
I am an air quality inspector.
And quality inspector.
Yeah.
I knew that
Knew that.
because we've talked about this and I found it
Yeah.
fascinating.
How's the air quality in here right now, do you think?
Probably fine. Breathable. I think we're okay.
I think the clutter in here, it's organized clutter, but it actually is acting as a soundy bounce off thing.
Yeah.
You know?
No, it's organized.
And there's no asbestos.
As far as we can tell.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
What kind of?
Those boards look nice and
Electrical.
new and clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, it all looks pretty new.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be worried about it.
Cool. Across from me is Jason DeLeo. Is that how you say your last
That
name?
is perfect.
Jason and I are in an improv show at the Black Box Theater in Edmonds. It's called the
The Tribe is Spoken.
The Tribe Has Spoken.
I just call it the Survivor Show.
Is that
Me
going
too.
well? Yeah.
It's going super fun.
Super
Good.
fun.
Yeah,
It sounds fun.
it is super fun.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see it at the main stage at Unexpected.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's that good.
Yeah.
Because it's just
Cool.
super fun.
It's super fun. It's kind of weird though. Like it is intense. Like there are you feel a little bit betrayed. Like some of the first two people who got voted off. Like one of them was super bitter about it, and the other one was really his feelings were really hurt. And then this last time was just really really funny because Parker got voted off, and he was totally took it well. He was in good spirits about it, and Elizabeth accidentally voted herself off. So it was fantastic.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's been fun.
It should be fun.
And I've heard
like
a
fun.
lot of the company talking about it last weekend because everybody was talking about it, that they couldn't do it. Like improvisers for 20 because they're hearing about the politics that are going on
Right.
and how, especially the first weekend they took it. Even there's a couple of players who are just feeling horrible all week. And it's just come on, it's a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're having fun.
And it goes against the improv feelings. It's supposed to be super welcoming and yeah, come on, let's do stuff. And to say no to someone you're leaving the show is really
Yeah.
But it's fun though. Vote they play music when you go to vote people off. You write on a little thing.
Ooh.
You put it in a You put it in a basket.
That
Excuse
was
me.
a lot.
Yeah.
That was
La
a lot
Croix.
in my,
La Croix.
in my ear.
Yeah. I know you can hear it. Okay. And to my right, returning once again after his outstanding debut, is Chris Kent. Chris and I work together as graphic designers, and we just are
Talking trash all day.
talking trash all day and just designing shit. And we're separated by a foam wall, but we still just will riff off each other and say the most ridiculous shit that make people around us laugh, but also it's probably really uncomfortable sometimes.
That's cool.
Do you instant message with each other even though you're just
Yeah.
a couple
Yeah.
of
That
seconds?
too.
I've heard people doing
We have that Spark program, which is an internal instant messenger
Tinder.
through the computer.
Internal Tinder.
Internal Tinder. Yeah.
Cool. I just find that amusing. People in the same room and they're texting each other.
Totally.
Don't get it.
I do it when I'm around family.
Or if you're talking about the person that's right next to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Jess, are you texting Kelsey?
No,
Yeah.
not
Nope.
today.
I just got it. Let me read it to you. Dear Kelsey.
The tribe has spoken.
Dear Kelsey,
out
I like your beard. I also like your general physique. You could drop a few, but then you'd be really hot, so you probably shouldn't. Hey, do you want to go get a pap smear with me? You'd have to transition first. I'll help you pay. Jason's dumb. Chris is hot. Jess.
I didn't
Wow.
think you were going to read that out loud.
Oh,
Nice.
I'm sorry.
Good stuff.
Jess, read his response. I did see him writing something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just sent it.
It's just an emoji with a heart kiss mouth.
Ooh.
That's all
Yeah.
it is.
Better than the little poo.
Mm-hmm.
It's not
Or the middle finger, the new middle finger.
Yeah, the new MILF. I love the new MILF.
What's the middle finger?
It
The
just got added in the emojis.
An actual middle finger?
Yeah, it's a middle finger.
Holy shit. I'm
Has
missing that.
anybody
I need to
used
update.
it? I haven't used it.
I haven't used it.
I don't think I got it.
I
didn't
always
get the emoji memo.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was there.
I use the darkest skin tone hands and stuff though when I use them.
Accuracy is important.
Yes.
Is
no,
that
it's
an Apple
perfect.
Watch,
That is an Apple Watch
bro?
with pictures of my dogs.
Hey, do you have a daughter?
I do not. But
Who was that young girl on your Facebook feed?
That was my ex-wife's daughter, who I hang out with at least probably once a week.
Cool,
Yeah, very fun. She's great.
awesome.
And my ex-wife went and had another kid and got divorced again, but that kid is awesome, and we're great friends. So
Cool.
Nice.
yeah, it's very cool. So I took her up to the snow, and we up by 90 off one of the off ramps. There was enough snow and people on sleds, so we got off the off ramp and did 2 whole hill climbs and back down. And then she said, that was really fun. I'm done and I'm cold.
Totally, dude.
So we went to McDonald's and she played in the play area.
There you go.
Yeah, it was excellent fun. I don't have any kids, so that's what I got, and I love it.
I went to Italy in 1997, and I went skiing, and I was 17, and I didn't give a fuck. Like, I was, like, going down, like, the Black Diamond slopes and jumping off shit and, like, running into trees, and I was having the greatest time. And I went to Colorado, like, 8 or 9 years later, and I was on, like, the Bunny Hill, and I was, like, terrified for my life. It's so crazy how, like, the older you get, like, the more you feel your mortality and, like, how scared of shit you are.
Oh,
I'm a pussy now when it comes to snow, dude.
I was cold, too. I wasn't going to admit it to her. But the second time I waited at the top for her, which was kind of mean because when she got to the bottom, she was yelling, help me, bring me up. And I'm like, come on up, baby, come on. Get up. I wasn't about to go back down there. No way. So some other kids helped her up. Did my job.
Nicely done.
She was safe.
Even though you're throwing snowballs at it the whole time she's coming up. Fight through it. There's going to be pain in life.
Exactly, yeah.
There was a lot of laughing. Because every time she'd fall, because, you know, when you walk up snow, you fall 2 feet, your feet go in. I would just roll over laughing. So, yeah, she told Mom, Jason was laughing at me the whole time. Yes, I was.
Mom, just because you got divorced doesn't mean you can bring me out to the snow.
That's exactly what it means. That's exactly what it means, honey. That's the exact meaning of divorce, is that now you're with me all the time, doing exactly what I want, because I'm living a new life of freedom, and you're a part of it because you exist in it. Welcome to the snow.
I want to live with Dad.
You can want
He lives by a volcano.
what you want. Go to him. Go to him, son. Just remember where you came from.
Cut to 2 months later at the volcano with Dad.
Dad, I don't want to play next to the lava anymore.
But that's what the agreement was when we got divorced, that you would always do what I tell you to do and do what makes me work. And while you're playing over there, you're making me chicken and barbecuing it by that volcano. It's the best chicken in the world.
Well, thank
and
you,
do it
but
the best, son.
Well, thanks, but when I say I want to go outside and play, and then you hand me a bag of Costco chicken and say, "Hey, cook this for me," I mean, you remember what happened last month?
I'll never forget.
I burned my dick off.
That's okay. You won't need the dick because, you know, you're going to be single your whole life anyway, and you're going to be hanging out with me here. Could be worse. Could be with Mom.
Maybe I want to be with Mom, Dad. Kakalua-luo, as they say in Hawaiian. It means fuck you.
Cut back to the mom 2 months later.
Hey, Mom,
Learned your lesson.
I did. I'm really sorry.
Okay.
Can I go outside and play?
Now we're gonna go to my yoga class. You're gonna join me. We're gonna do some deep breathing together.
Okay, fine. But I hate yoga.
Don't say fucking.
Okay.
Thank you.
Welcome to this day's yoga class. Is everyone ready to get stretched out?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, we've got a new little fella here. What's your name, buddy?
Balzar.
Oh, Balzar. That's an interesting name. Is this your lovely mother here?
Yeah.
I'm his mother.
Oh, you look quite flexible.
He's named after his father.
And where is he? Is he in the picture?
Oh, no, he certainly is
Looks
not.
like this just turned to hot yoga.
All right.
Wow, Mom.
Hey,
turn up the
hey,
heat.
Jessica.
I love Bikram.
Had a good time with you last night, Jessica. We're going to go out again, Jessica. Oh, this is the kid you were talking about, Jessica.
Who's this guy, Mom? You said you were at your bridge class.
Oh, yeah, we were on a bridge. That's right.
Were you?
It's a classy bridge.
Mom,
Yes.
were you on the bridge that we call Sex Bridge 24?
That's absolutely where I was.
Mom,
And you're lucky I didn't bring you there with me.
well, nothing
Now
would make...
downward dog, everyone.
Okay, I'm getting a downward dog. Look, I can't... Are you rubbing in the fact that I burned my dick off in the magma with Dad and I can't take part in any sexual things? Why is it you and Dad always make fun of me for not having genitals anymore? This is literally the worst life a boy could have.
Hey, he's got a good point, Jessica. You were making fun of him at the bridge. You were talking about your dickless son.
We cut to that moment.
Oh my God. He went out to visit his father in Hawaii and burnt his dick off
What an idiot.
cooking barbecue.
Your
Would
kid
you
sounds
believe
like
it?
an idiot.
He is an idiot. He's an absolute idiot.
But
you
you
know what that
say-
means? I am never going to have grandchildren.
But you
I'm gonna
say
make
that
him
he
pay.
takes good care of you and cooks good chicken and
He tries.
There's gotta be something good.
He does. He tries.
Well, that's good.
But he doesn't have a penis.
Well, these days that sort of stuff's accepted a little bit more. Let's not talk about your son. Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about me.
Let's just kiss.
Fuck bridge. You guys are on the fuck bridge. We cut back to yoga. Oh my god.
Rising sunshine position.
Oh my god, this one hurts.
Holy shit, does that kid not have any balls? Holy fuck. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Backwards. Rising sun position.
Oh my god. Mom.
Do people notice that your balls are missing a lot?
Yeah.
You ever thought of putting a dress on him? Nobody would even notice. He's kind of a pretty boy.
Do you guys... I just had a clarity moment after that last yoga pose. Do you guys think that I should just transition?
Do you want to transition? I don't think you can just transition, but you can want to transition.
I kind of want to now.
Absolutely. I think that's the best decision you can make because I want grandchildren.
If I transition, though, will I be able to birth a woman?
You will birth a woman. You will birth a woman. You will birth a woman.
Namaste.
We
did.
established our locations and our relationships.
For those who don't know what crow is, do you want to enlighten the world of layman?
Well, crow is a basic of improv is whenever you do a scene, you want to, as quickly as possible for the audience sake, before you really get the scene going, is establish crow, which is character, who each person is, what their relationship is, which is the R, what the objective is, and we knew our objectives, kind of, and what the W is the where we're at. So we knew where our where was. So I thought we did that very well.
We totally did.
Yeah.
We crowed the shit out of that.
We did crow the shit out of that.
Crow the shit out of it. Every theater or study of improv or teacher does it a little different, but that's how Unexpected does it.
Yeah, and some teachers are like completely anti-crow. Just go on the stage and just look at your scene mate and look at their body language and start a scene. But I love doing crow. Like, it's super important. Especially, it's really funny. Like, you can have a really boring scene, but as long as you keep saying each other's names back and forth, it can be really funny. If you're just like, Jim, I don't want to go to the bathroom, and he's like, Charlie, I really want you to go to the bathroom. You're like, Jim, I don't want to go. What would normally be like a super stale, stupid scene turns out to be really funny.
Yeah. I like that. I'll have to remember that. Thanks, Kelsey.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Jessica.
You're
Thanks,
welcome.
Chris.
You're welcome. If I could remember your name, I'd say it right now.
Jason.
Jason. Thanks, Jason.
Still Jason.
That's the problem with me. I couldn't do it because I can't remember shit. So every time I say something, it's a new world.
Wow. It is a new world.
Where am I right now? Who are you people? What the fuck's happening? Yeah.
Very nice.
Radio silence.
If you were actually able to see this, you would see us all playing, what's that called?
Procedema.
That. Procedema.
Oh, what the hell?
What is procedema?
Procedema.
Well, it's like Propecia, like that medicine.
It's
We're all cutting up pills.
Wait, is propecia the thing where little tiny kids look like dwarfs or something? Or like demons?
I thought that was like an erectile dysfunction thing.
Dysfunction. Yo, it's me, erectile dysfunction. What up? No, isn't that the thing?
Junction.
Where little kids...
Propecia was for baldness.
What's alopecia?
Something
people
else
who
about
don't
it.
have hair.
What is a little people who look like trolls and really scaly skin?
Appalachians.
Oh.
Appalachians.
Lilliputians.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know what they're called.
Leprechauns.
No.
Let me look it up on my
Use
device.
the
here.
PC word. That's
Willy
not-
Wonka.
Small green.
Leprechauns don't like to be called leprechauns.
Willy
They like
Wonka, little green people.
Oompa Loompa.
Oh,
Is
oh.
the preferred.
Chocolatiers, as it were.
Chocolatiers.
Yeah.
That's right. That was in the sequel.
Oh.
Chocolatiers. Yeah. The unseen sequel. You had to read the book.
So if they were in the KKK, would they be milk chocolatiers?
Ooh, I like that.
That's racist.
Which makes it funny.
I typed in this. Don't judge me for my Google search, but I typed in ugly kids with scaly skin.
Oh.
And nothing's coming up.
Oh.
All right, someone's gonna write into the show.
The camera just automatically turned on, and you're like,
Yeah,
oh.
exactly. THX.
Bonk, wow, wow.
Bonk, wow, wow. Hey, do you guys want to liven it up for a minute and do a little freestyle rapping, which I normally wait for the end of the show to do?
Oh, wow.
But I want to do it mid-show.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm a little lower energy
really
today
good
because
at
it's
it.
been a really long week for me. Normally I'm all like a little peppier, but you know, it is what it is. You know, living.
I'm listening.
Oh, thank you. Let me find a thing here.
Well, you set that
I
up.
don't understand why you think this podcast isn't lively.
Yeah, what the hell?
It totally is. I think it's lively, but normally I'm a little sillier, and I'm totally fine with how I'm being right now. But I recognize it. Like
Are you nervous about your colonoscopy?
no, actually I'm not. You know what I'm sad about? Can I be honest with you guys?
Yeah.
I watched this TV show called Nashville,
Uh-oh.
and it's so fucking good. And I watch it with Vanessa. We watch it on like Amazon Prime that we stole. Like we didn't pay for Amazon Prime. It's our friend's
Is it a
account.
reality show or?
No, it's a show. Connie Britton's in it from like Friday Night Lights. She
Okay.
plays this like famous country musician, and she has a kid and a family. But her love interest is like the super awesome guy. His name's Deacon Claiborne.
Oh.
But we
That's
just
a
found
Sounds
out
strapping.
Deacon Claiborne has a tumor on his liver,
Oh,
so he might die. And he's like the best part of the show.
that is
Son
really
of
sad.
a bitch.
Oh, God damn you, Deacon.
Hey, did you hear about Deacon?
I didn't.
He's
What's
got a
that?
spot on his liver.
Isn't that just called PAPS?
No, it's a spot that was spotted by the doctor.
Oh, my goodness.
Phil, act like you care.
Well, he does owe me money for those lotto tickets.
Exactly.
And he keeps saying he's going to pay out.
Hey, he owes me money too. I bought him all his beer last month.
He's a mooch, and a mooch with a spot on his liver.
Well, we got to
Worst
fix
kind.
that spot. We got to help him fix that spot. Because I'm not going to have him die owing me all that money.
Yeah, I got my buckhorn knife. I'll go cut that shit out right now.
Yeah. I got some good cocaine. That'll put him out.
Some knife hits first. Get us loosened up. Some coke. Get it in the back of my El Camino. We'll do this.
Before we go, 3 shots of tequila on the house.
Absolutely.
I think that needs to go back across the border, honey. I got some good old Jack Daniels. They're taking our job. They're taking Jack Daniels' jobs over here with that tequila. God damn
Are
it.
you too pansy to drink tequila, son?
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, 3 tequilas coming right up. 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila. Here you go. Enjoy, guys.
Because I drink my tequila with a straw.
I thought that would taste better.
That was good. Let's go cut that boy up.
Just like some good old back straps off old pig. Let's do it.
We cut to.
The front of the house that he supposedly lives in.
Yep.
Get out here.
Oh, I'm not gonna do that. I'm upstairs. I just got out of the shower, got my undies on, got my Spanks on my butt, and I've got my Fritos and chews.
You turn that Nashville shit off and you get out here and talk to us.
Nashville is the God's God of godness. I ain't coming downstairs for shit.
You have visitors. It is only proper that you come to the door and answer it.
I
right,
got cocaine.
Well, you're right. It is Southern hospitality. When one asked to open the door, one has to open the door and greet you. Coming on down. Hold on a second.
God, son of a bitch.
That's a big trailer.
I've never seen a 3-story trailer
Yeah,
before.
quadruple wide.
Why did y'all ever give him money for lottery tickets?
He's like a rich one.
One sec, y'all.
I'm
You would
all-
have think he would have just taken the elevator.
Anyone got a lighter?
I've been in there. He's got an elevator in there.
I got a torch in the back of the Keno. Let me grab it.
All right, what can I do for y'alls?
You owe us money for lottery tickets. And you got to give it to us before you fix that spot on your liver.
I ain't giving you shit.
You're going to give us those lottery tickets.
I ain't gonna give them to you. I ain't giving them to you, Shirley Ann.
Shing! You see this buckhorn knife, you son of a bitch?
I see it, but guess what, motherfucker? I got adamantine put on my bones last week with my lotto winning. See, knife ain't gonna do shit.
That sounds like some gay shit, and I don't care about none of that, so I'm gonna cut you up right now.
Fine, cut me.
Wow.
Do it.
Ting, ting, what the fuck?
I feel the skin pain, but I didn't feel the bone pain.
That was fucked up.
Is that gay? I'm real worried about that, actually.
Where's
Let me
my
see.
buckhorn knife?
There it
It's
is.
up your butt.
Hey, look at that. There's the spot. I can see it.
Yeah.
There's his liver.
Oh, y'all can see that? What do you think? Is it bad?
Yeah. It's actually not too bad. I think we're just going to cut it off.
You know, just looks to get a little mold on there.
I just want to make sure that it isn't gay. Is this considered gay?
Spots on that is not. Oh my God, no! That is something that you were born with, and you know from the beginning. You are not just going to discover that when someone sticks a knife up your butt, son.
Cheryl, how do you know if you was gay without knowing for sure unless someone cuts you open, looks at your liver?
It has nothing to do with your liver, you son of a bitch.
Here, let's try this. I'll have butt sex with you right now, and if you like it, you're gay. And if you don't, then you're a true American.
That's how we did it, and I didn't like it.
I'm glad we went there. We don't do enough gay scenes. I've really done any. I've done many other
That
races and
was
things.
rape scene.
It what? I
Let's
didn't
be
scream.
honest.
True.
None of that was a gay scene. That was.
I don't know.
That
I
was
think
two
he was
straight
enjoying
men
it.
Yeah, he
rape
was
scene.
he was
He
learning
was
about
enjoying it.
himself.
He did approve it. He said okay.
Here's what happened. He cut me open. He saw the spot on my liver. I was worried it made me gay. In order to prove that I was or wasn't gay, he decided to have sex with me. It wasn't like surprise sex, like a rape. Oh my God, I can't believe I
But-
said that.
He was thinking about it though.
But it was okay. I can see
And
that.
I was
It
sitting.
was a rape scene.
Yeah.
There was a knife involved. Although I was
Yep.
standing there with cocaine, which I still never shared.
I immediately left.
Have you guys ever done cocaine?
I have not.
I have not.
You don't
I've experimented in college a bit.
I experimented twice. Okay, moving on.
I've wanted to. I've always wanted to, but I.
It wasn't anything special,
it.
actually.
Yeah.
Like, I did it one night. This friend brought it, was really scared to tell us he brought it over because we were just drinking beer and smoking some weed. It was PBR and weed. And he was like, guys, I didn't want to tell you what I have, but I have it just in case. We're all like 22.
Just in case.
We're all, he's like,
In case, like this podcast, it wasn't peppy enough.
yeah, exactly. And he brought out, no. So we brought it out. We were like, well, we'll try it. And literally, like, we just talked a little bit faster, but then we all fell asleep in like a couple hours. It was nothing special. Probably just baking soda.
Is it better or worse than Adderall?
Adderall is like that drug from that movie.
Invincible or some shit.
Yeah, it's the one with
Bradley
Cooper,
Cooper.
the pill, the magic pill that
Oh,
makes
right.
Limitless.
Ah,
Okay, I can never take Adderall again because I would become addicted and ruin my life. Like, I worked at Bose in Pacific Place Mall, and you literally stood around all day, and just when people came into the store, you're like, hey, how's it going? Well, like, what brought you in today? Oh, you're looking for a music system. Okay, and you try to sell them like a surround sound system. But you totally believe in the product because Bose, I still think Bose is good.
Oh, Bose. Yes.
There's
okay.
there's better stuff, but like Bose is decent. But I'd always get really intimidated by these customers because they would like be like, no, I'm okay. But a lot of times they still wanted to buy something. It was just a matter of like breaking down those walls. And when I took Adderall, like I had the deepest connection with these people, and I ended up selling so much. A girl like brought an Adderall one day, and I had like 3 in like a 4-hour period. And I'm just talking to people, I'm like, so tell me about your kids. What do they do? Oh my God, you're such a kind person. Like, I really think you're awesome. Well, look, here's the price on this thing. I can cut a little bit off, but like, I think you should take it. I sold so many surround sound systems. And I asked her the next day, I'm like, do you have any more Adderall? She's like, I'm never giving that to you again because you're fucking crazy.
killed my
yesterday."
commission.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, for the record, since we're opening, I have been on Adderall for 10 years,
10 years.
Oh,
Wow.
and it's
Does it work wonders?
amazing.
Can
Awesome.
you not take it, or you feel that it's something
Oh,
that-
I can definitely feel the difference between
Yeah,
it when I'm not.
interesting.
It's really easy to just lay around and just be happy. I'm so happy. Like some people, I thought for a while, and because I have to see a shrink about every 6 months to keep because it's a controlled substance.
Yeah.
But I asked one day, I said, so sometimes when I don't take it, I just love to lay in bed and just relax and play on my phone for hours. And is that depression? And she's like, are you enjoying it? I'm loving every second of it. She goes, no, that's not depression. She goes, that's just your down state. And I'm like, wow. But
I have a prescription that I take. So I've aired so much dirty laundry in this podcast, I don't even care anymore. So I have like a really bad anxiety problem, which is funny because I love going up on stage and doing improv. But I quit drinking about 5 years ago because I was like super depressed. I was like 300 pounds. I woke up one morning like pissing blood practically, and I was like, I gotta stop doing this. It turns out me pissing blood wasn't related to drinking. It just happened to be a really bad urinary tract infection. But anyway, it was enough to like scare me. So I quit drinking, and when near the end of drinking, I was watching an episode of TV, and I started to get like the shivers. Like I thought it was really cold, but it was California, and I'm like, I'm not that cold. And it started to get worse, and it got to the point where I couldn't physically walk because I was shaking so hard. And so my girlfriend at the time had to call an ambulance, and they carted me to the hospital. And I had been smoking weed too, and I smelled like whiskey, so they treated me like shit. Like, and they put me on the bed, like they had the flashlights in my face, like, you okay? What's going on? And I started like shaking uncontrollably. So they gave me all these muscle relaxers to like calm me down. It turns out I had a panic attack, and I didn't know I was having one. And so I quit. It happened like the next 2 nights because like, that was weird. So I'm like, I'll have another drink the next night. And the minute I had the drink, I had a panic attack, and I tried it one more time. I had another. I'm like, fuck this. But ever since then, I've had a prescription for Xanax, and I only take like half a pill. It's the lowest milligram, but that shit like levels me out unbelievably. And I take it if I can't go out to like a movie in a theater because it'll become so intense. I'd like react to the emotions on screen. I have to get up and leave. Like I had to leave during like Mission Impossible 3 because I was like freaked the fuck out because I didn't take any medicine before I went in. Wow. That's really weird, but like it's super helpful.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I actually, so I flew a lot for my old job, and Ryan Stiles came to UP once. I love this story. And he still shows up now and then. And he came and he did a show, and we're all hanging out in the back just chatting and stuff. And I was talking with him, and he actually, the reason he was there is he had a flight to LA to do one of the shows that he does. So he stopped on the way, did the show with us, and then took the red eye down to the last Alaska Air. And I asked him, I said, do you fly first class because you're so tall, and I hate flying. He goes, actually, sometimes I do, but sometimes I don't, but I have a secret. And I'm like, what? And he's dry. He doesn't drink. He doesn't do drugs, but he's like, I take Xanax. I take a half a Xanax. My doctor gives me before I fly, which puts me in that relaxed state, so I'm not uncomfortable where I'm sitting. Since that day, the next day I called up my shrink, and I get like 10 every few months just for flying. And it's amazing. And I'm flying next Tuesday, and I went to make sure I still had some. So I know that. So I wish I could have that regularly. Oh.
Mister, are you okay over there? I noticed that you've been kind of freaking out a little bit here. It's an international flight. We're going to be up here for another 12 hours. We need you to calm down.
I can't handle this.
Hey, calm down.
I can't handle this.
Can I change seats? This guy's sweating all over
This
me.
guy's a communist. He's a
How
communist.
do
I
you
know
know
he's a
that?
communist.
How do you know that?
He said because I got a red shirt on, I'm a freaking commie.
He's wearing a red shirt. And I saw he was reading a book.
Mein Kampf?
Yeah.
Listen, sir, are you a communist?
Well, yeah, but that shouldn't mean shit. I mean, I paid my ticket
I'm
just
not.
like you did.
I don't want to sit on a communist next to him.
Well,
Hey, look.
he sat on my lap for a little bit, but I had to make him move because he's sweating all over me.
Miss, you're a Mormon, right?
Yes.
I mean, this is the airline where everyone has to proclaim their religious or political association.
She's a Mormon. I'm not. I can't sit next to a Mormon. I might become a Mormon.
Who do you want to sit next to? Everyone on this plane is either Jewish, Muslim, fucking Jewish,
Hare Krishna, Hare
or Hare Krishna. Like, we have every race on this plane, and by race I mean religion.
Can't I just sit alone? Can I just sit somewhere where nobody else is? Let's go sit by the oven, that little oven that makes the food. Let me just sit there.
You promise not to cause any more problems?
Yeah, I promise.
Okay,
Promise.
go on back there.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank God, about time. Let me get spread out over here.
Can I get a seat away from my sister wives?
Look, I can't just move everyone around on this plane.
Don't
Sorry,
get
I can't move everyone around on this plane. This is assigned seating.
I'm coming back.
God damn it.
No, I can't
Why
sit back
you
there. I can't
there?
sit by the oven because they're cooking kosher meals. I can't sit where they're cooking kosher meals.
Wait, what are you, by the way?
I'm I'm a Satanist.
Oh my God. Holy
That's the way we
shit.
have to say it.
We are flying to Jerusalem. You realize that we're flying to the Holy Land right now.
Yes.
Hello, my son. I am Jesus. Maybe I can change your mind.
Oh my God, it's Jesus.
Holy shit.
I'm flying the plane. This
my
is
God.
JC Airlines. Did you not see that when you bought the ticket?
I saw it. I saw the JC. Jesus, can I get a seat not next to my sister wives?
Yes, my darling. Follow
Jesus,
me.
do you have any Xanax? I just need something to just take the edge off of it.
I can bring forth as many Xanax as you would want. How many would you want, my son?
Just 4.
All you have to give me is your soul, and you'll have as many Xanax as your little heart desires.
Can I make a comment here?
Sure.
I studied theology for 8 years at William and Mary College in Williamsburg, Virginia, and in order to get my flight attendant degree, which I also like to refer to as sky waitresses, but that's beside the point. You're Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Why are you requiring someone's soul in order to give them Xanax? Isn't that seem a little backwards? Isn't that what Satanists do?
Well, my son, you don't understand since you went to, where was it? Bill and Margie School of
William and
Religious
Mary, it's an
Twatness?
Ivy League school, you fucker.
Well, that beard
Do you even have
has
a degree?
nothing on my beard, so who are you to speak?
This is my...
You're not even wearing a gown, so I would like you to sit down before I bring lightning upon this plane and kill us all.
Jesus,
Except me,
okay,
of course.
No,
'cause
Jesus
I'm not
Christ,
gonna-
I'll sit down.
There you go. And don't use my name in vain, son. That's not attractive.
Hey, Jesus, thanks for that Xanax. I'm feeling pretty good right now.
Yes, I can
Can I
feel
be
the
your,
power from your soul. I mean, yes, I'm glad you're feeling.
Can I be your co-pilot? Because for years, Jesus was my co-pilot.
I'm sorry, I have Dog the Bounty Hunter up front with me.
And
Dog the Bounty Hunter. It's fantastic. Oh, Xantax, man. All right, let's do some freestyling here. Does everyone knows how this works? Freestyle rapping.
No, I'm gonna need a.
I was in a show called Hip Opera.
You were in hip opera.
Well, I'm actually the musical director of Hip Opera.
Oh shit!
and we're talking about bringing it back.
I want to
so-
do it so badly. Are
so
you gonna
much
do it,
fun.
Jess?
Stop, yeah, wait till you hear my skills.
Check this shit
Tiffany,
out.
if you're listening, this is an audition. Go.
Yeah, I'm feeling loose. I got my Xannies.
Uh-oh.
Should get John to rap next week. He's amazing. Stevens?
Yeah, I've rapped with John before. He's fucking great.
Digging it.
I ordered the cable to plug this into my mixer so we hear it in our headphones, but I forgot to plug it.
Does it drop? Do you know? Oh. Oh, wow. That was not what I was expecting.
Jess, you go first.
Bagels.
Sitting in a shop, eating some bagels.
Bagels.
Over there, gonna get some schmagel. Wanna put something inside my mouth.
Wanna
Maybe
get the
it's
bagels.
everything, maybe it's onion. I don't care. I'm feeling real hungry inside my
Bagels.
belly, inside my tummy. Gotta get some food, some sustenance before I walk on the
Bagels.
streets and bust some shit.
Because we got some bagels.
Yo, my girl's name is Jess. She's Jewish as fuck. Look at that dress. Homespun shit, all covered in dreidels. I like it when they make out with her sister named Mabel.
Bagels.
She goes down on me, and then she goes number 2, and then she goes pee on my kitty. He runs around sweaty, covered in her piss, and then he rolls around in nettles.
Got bagels. It's time to eat the bagels.
Jewish bagels.
It's the bagels. I like to put my hands in the bagels.
Twist up my sideburns, make sure they're cute. Cause when I go to the mall, I'm wearing snakeskin boots. You know I got a beard, long and hairy. You see me in the dark time, I'm real scary. I'll get lox and butter and maybe some salmon. Listen to this beat, it gets those beats goes jamming. Yeah. We gotta get cramming. Bagels down your throat, bagels in your coat, bagels full of a moat, full of alligators, skaters, and innovators.
Because we all want just the bagels.
Yo, I'm in the homeland now. Jesus walked here and he wasn't a cow. So did Muhammad, but no one cares about him. Just kidding, Muslims. I think you're my friends. I don't want to get my head cut off, or my dick cut off, or my butt cut off. I love Islam. I don't really know it, though. Anything about that religion's kind of weird. Just kidding. All religions are weird. Wow, I'm offending so many people right now. I do believe in God and something after death. Let's be real here. I'm being kind of stiff.
Bagels.
Yeah.
Because everyone's got to have the bagel. Doesn't matter if you're Jewish. Doesn't matter if you believe in Islam. Doesn't matter if you're just a moron or a guy from Utah. You like bagels.
Bagels.
Because it's just the dough.
Everything.
Bagels.
Bagels. Everything.
Cheddar bagel.
Onion bagels.
Italian version of a bagel.
Donut. It's a sweet bagel.
It's a bialy, which is a bagel that's been stretched out like a penis. Bagels.
I'll put anything in my mouth that looks like a bakery dick.
Bakery dick.
Bakery dick.
Talking a tick.
Bakery dick.
Bakery
Toppings. What kind of toppings do you put on your bagel?
Salt.
I like mine with cream cheese. And on top of that, I like some cheddar cheese. Then I take it and I put it in my toaster. So I let it do a little roasting. Then I take it out and dip it in some Prego. That's right. Spaghetti sauce. Didn't see that coming.
It's an Italian
Yeah.
version of a bagel.
It's a pizza bagel.
Beautiful. All right, let's
good.
do some more scene work and then we'll do another one.
All right. Thanks for
I
keeping us on pace.
didn't rap.
You're
I just
welcome.
played the backup singer.
I think the star of that was Chris. That was a sick.
That was a pretty
was sick, dude.
Jam. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, and that was really nice.
That was
Yeah.
nice.
Did you hear that? We should audition Chris.
What the fuck? Am I
We are talking
chocolate
about
liver?
bringing it back. Yeah, you were great, Jess. That was pretty sweet.
I apologize to Islam. I couldn't get off that
Yeah, you
tangent.
were-
Thank
what
you for
the
that.
fuck?
Slippery slope.
Jesus Christ. Or
Or, yeah.
Muhammad.
Mustafa.
Wait.
This isn't offensive.
Gandhi.
The Lion
How
King.
many people
you should
listen to this? Is this a really popular?
You're like, what kind of
It's
trouble am I
100
getting
people a
in?
month.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's going up.
That's
it was like
really
80,
good.
now it's 100.
Nice.
About 20 of them is like CES. Or wait, CPS? Child Protective Services? What's
Oh,
the people
good.
who monitor
I
like
think it's CIA. Is that what you're-
FBI and CIA? I was making a joke. But no, it's like 100
DEA.
people. It's crazy.
That's pretty cool.
And I don't know. I maybe know 20 people, so there's 80 strangers listening to this every month.
That's pretty sweet.
Hi,
Yeah.
strangers.
Hi, strangers. Send in.
So when do we start?
Oh yeah, let me hit record. I want to. I started a. It'd be cool to someday have like a podcast network. Like I just do this for fun, and it'd be cool to get sponsors and get paid. But I don't really care. I just want to keep doing it because it's fun. But I bought the domain Blowhole Networks, just in case. Like someday, if someone else wants to do a show, that I can be like, yeah, come on my network. But
Mark Maron does his show from a garage, and he had the president.
maybe I should call him.
You never know what
Really?
it's gonna happen.
You just don't.
You never know what. You
Get the
never
president
know
in his
what.
garage.
Never know what's,
What's
gonna
gonna happen?
Bagels.
Sarah,
Jim.
I am so grateful that you decided to come and do this with me today. I know you've been sick. I know that your car's been you've been having car trouble. I know that you lost your job recently, and I know there's some you got your wages are being garnished. I appreciate so much you coming here today to do this with me. I appreciate it so much.
I can't tell you how happy I am that you asked me to join you in all of the troubles that have been ongoing for the past week. Being here was a top priority for me. I want you to understand that. I want you hold my hand. Hold my hand right now. I'm gonna put your hand close. Come on.
No.
Put your hand close to my
No.
chest. Put your hand.
No, Sarah, I don't want to touch you.
Okay.
I want to hear you. I do not want to touch you.
Thank you for having me
You're welcome.
here. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Just hold my hand.
I'm not going to fucking hold your hand. I don't want to touch your body, Jess. Sarah.
Oh.
Just Sarah's your full name with an apostrophe in the middle.
That's nobody ever uses my full name.
That's because I really like your soul and I really like what you stand for. Like all your we agree politically. We agree spiritually. We agree on many things.
You just should hold.
I just value you
put your
so
hand-
much. I'm not gonna fucking touch you, Sarah.
Okay.
Stop asking me.
Sorry. Do you want to wear my glove? I have.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't bring any gloves. You're gonna have to hold my hand.
Oh God, someone's at the door. Can you get that?
Okay.
I'm
I'll
bound
just
to a
wipe
wheelchair, obviously.
Wipe my tears. Hi.
Hi, here's the extra large pepperoni pizza
Okay.
bagel you ordered.
Oh, you remember.
It's your birthday.
Oh,
Yep.
thank you.
Now here's the candles. Make sure you have a fire extinguisher around.
Okay.
Wow. What's your name, delivery guy?
I'm Joe. Joe the delivery guy.
Thanks, Joe.
Joe, I appreciate the hard work you bring to the world.
Thank you. Well,
Joe, we're glad that you're here and you're a part of this moment.
I can feel it. This is a pretty emotional place here.
Thank you for coming.
We record just a radio show every night in the living room.
Yeah, I saw the big giant antenna on top of your house. I was wondering. This is pretty high-tech stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I've invested a lot. You've invested. I haven't
Yeah,
invested.
you
I've
haven't
lost
invested
a
anything.
lot, but
You lost a lot, yeah.
I'm still here and happy to be here.
So you guys are like married?
Well,
It's a
we were in a past life.
long story.
Yeah.
It's very
This is a
long and
I was a rapper in my previous life.
really.
Yeah. Started rap. Got shot.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're the guy who started rap?
I started rap. I was part of the beginning. I got shot in Vegas. Came
What-
back as a
rap started in Vegas.
well, I lived there.
Oh,
West Coast rap. But I came back and
What was it like over there? Like, what was it like rapping and growing up, and then what was it like when you finally got killed? Like, what did that feel like to you?
it was it was great growing up because I grew up in the hood, and it was pretty loving, lot of sex, a lot of loving, a lot of friends. Everybody kind of protected each other, but
Now you're
within our group.
you're white. You're a Caucasian male.
Yes,
When
yes,
you were a
now.
rapper, were you also that, or were you an African American?
No, I was an African American.
Okay.
Yeah.
this pizza bagel's
What did
great.
you
I'll
fucking order?
that's people don't usually come to the side door. Coming. Hi.
Hey, I just had some white guy rapping on the corner steal my fucking pizza truck.
Oh,
Where do you see him? I see the truck outside. Have you seen this fucking guy?
Can you
shit.
identify him? Did he have a
He
collar?
kept saying he was like a white Tupac. I don't even know what the fuck he's doing. I mean,
Yes. Come in. He's right here. Can you shut
don't
the door
tell him
behind
I'm
you?
up here.
you son of a bitch.
No,
Where's
he's
my
right
fucking
here.
keys?
Oh.
Where's my fucking keys?
Hold on
Sorry.
a
I'm
second.
about to shove your head in that fucking oven and make my own pizza out of your
Calm
fucking
down.
face.
Oh my God, calm down.
Sorry, I was gonna bring it back to you. I was kind of bored.
What's your bitch crying for? You tell her to shut the hell up, or she's going in that oven too.
Jesus Christ, dude, calm down. This is a past life regression podcast. Do you have 5 minutes? We'll give you back your pizza.
All right,
Here.
all right.
Listen
Here,
to this guy.
everyone, go ahead and have a few pieces of pizza. I got
What's-
a few minutes here.
Okay.
What's your name, pizza guy?
My name's Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Hey, Jimmy. Wow, two people named Jim in the same room.
My name's also Jim. That's fucking
Pretty
weird.
Cool.
It was meant to be.
Really?
Sarah.
Your name's Jimmy?
Yeah.
It was meant to be.
Sarah.
You remind me a
Jim,
lot of my
Jimmy.
grandpa, Jimmy. What was you in your past life?
What I was in my past life.
What
was a
weren't
moon-
you is a better question.
I was a moonshiner in
My
Appalachia.
grandpa was a moonshiner.
Yeah, my name was
in
Jimmy.
Appalachia. Do you have a rotten tooth? One of your back wisdom teeth rotted out?
Yes. My back right one. F4.
Holy fucking shit. Hold me.
Oh my God, my
Moonshiner.
grandson.
Why would you touch him and not touch me? I don't. What
His
the?
touch is so calming, too.
What? I never have experienced your touch.
I feel electricity
touch you,
pulsing
Sarah.
through my body.
I
Sarah,
want Jim's touch.
You don't
I
want
want
my
Jim.
touch?
No, I want Jim's touch.
you're
Come
not
over
gonna.
here and you can get a double Jimmy.
I don't.
Look, okay, no, I need to be clear about
I
something.
just want to hold your hand. That's all. I just want to hold your hand. That's the only touch I want.
Sarah,
Just a hand touch.
Sarah, no. I gotta tell you why I can't touch you.
Hey, Jim, this is going to be good.
Why?
My past life
Why?
as a moonshiner in Appalachia named Jim. Okay?
Okay.
I touched a woman. And it wasn't my woman.
Oh, did you hold her hand? Don't tell me you
No,
held her
I
hand.
just
Don't tell
reached
me.
up and grabbed her vagina by an oak tree. I can't touch you. And she looked just like you.
A horrible story.
I know. That's not me, though, but I can't help it. It's built into me. Guys, get off me. Get off me. Oh, my God. No.
Oh, you're dead,
No,
motherfucker.
No, no,
Take this
no.
9. Bang.
No.
Bang. That was intense.
It was intense.
I thought the sound effects are pretty good.
They were good.
Bang. So I'm playing piano for theater sports this weekend on Friday. My first
Hell
time.
yeah, dude. Are you a good pianist? Obviously, if you were playing the piano. Do you play, like, regularly?
No, I'm mediocre.
Okay.
So I'm not good enough to be a regular, but I've been practicing, and I've now scored 2 shows for UP, and
Awesome.
Randy finally said, sure, let's give it a shot. So I'm doing Truth or Dare and Friday night and theater sports.
Dude, congratulations. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Can you name one Elton John song?
Yellow Brick Road.
That was good. Can you name 2 Elton John songs?
Yellow Brick Road and the Marilyn Monroe song.
Candle in the Wind?
Yes.
Benny and the Jets.
Benny and the Jets, absolutely.
Can you name the song that's an Elton John song that's in my head?
Piano Man by
That's
Billy
Billy
Joel.
Oh, that's what I was thinking.
I just figured you thought it was an Elton John song. That was my
No.
guess.
Chinatown.
You know what my favorite song by Elton John is?
Crocodile Rock.
Nope.
Is
It's
it
the,
Pinball Wizard?
No.
good.
Is it Grey Seal?
I'm on Fire by Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, I was not gonna get to that.
Yeah, I
was
love that
not
one.
That
ever
song?
gonna get that far.
It's just my favorite Elton John song.
That's a good one.
This girl is on fire. Is it that song?
It's that one, totally.
Okay, we're there. I
He
get it.
played at Disneyland last week for an up-and-coming special. A friend of mine was there.
Who? Elton
Symphony.
John?
Yeah, they put the piano right in front of the castle.
The
And,
real Elton John?
the real Elton John. He performed in front of the. It's a TV special that'll be.
You sure it wasn't Donald Duck?
I'm pretty sure I saw the video. It was pretty cool.
Toss up.
Red
Yeah.
piano. Old
Did he
gay guy
sing? What
singing.
song? What song did he sing?
He
Can
was
you name
singing
the song
songs
that he
from
sang?
Frozen.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's sad.
Yeah.
Let
They're
it go.
Let it
Let
go.
go. I got
Peter, enough with the song already. Jeez. And scene.
Frozen's a strange film because if you think about it, they kind of gloss over the fact that these girls were being kind of held hostage for a couple of years by their parents.
They just don't want them to go out and have sex and get pregnant and not have
Kinda what
kids and
happened.
shit.
Of course, the girl ends up hooking up with the first guy she meets.
Yep.
They don't talk about that.
Frozen Rumspringa.
They don't talk about the fact that the main girl actually brought life, like Frankenstein. Like, that's pretty creepy because she made a snowman come alive.
You really know a lot about this movie.
I've just started thinking about
I have no
it.
idea what's happening.
I would love to watch. I stopped smoking weed years ago too, but I would love to. There's times when I wish I still smoked so I could like watch Frozen and be like, oh yeah,
Just for that.
totally. I miss
Just
it
watch
so much.
Disney flicks.
I look at the old graphic design projects I did, and they're so good. But I took so many risks, and it turned out really well. But I would spend like 12 hours on something super minuscule, and it would be like beautiful. And I'm just like, oh fuck it, do. Oh, we're good. Okay, cool. All right, a little more rapping.
To help me, Grey Seal. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Who's that? Oh.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Why is it ever light on my load?
Oh, jeez.
What the fuck is
Never
that?
sing a day to the newborn.
Wayne Newton.
It's Elton John. It's Grey Seal.
It's totally Elton John.
Come on, guys.
I got that one.
He's a pinball wizard.
I need to listen to it now.
Oh man, this is violent. Man.
He's a pinball wizard.
He's a pinball wizard.
Yo, Elton John here. Yo, my name is Elton John. Got cool fingers, they're piano fingers. I like to play songs with my dingly fingers.
My name is Bernie, and I'm with him because he's got all of the money. Nobody knows what I do. I just clean up all the cum off the floor.
I'm a genius. Paint a picture of my penis. Sort of fiendish. Creamy like a casserole dish. Drain the ocean, eat fish. Dream of my lisp. Pizza tastes good, crisp. In the jungle, caught an NFL fumble. Come visit me in my bungalow. Swing them chariots. Watch the carcass rot in my basement. Dismember MCs into bodies into fresh pavement. Time for my arraignment. New car got a dent. Pennies heaven sent. First letter bent. Last name Kent. People wonder where I went. Call me Merlin. Batons I be twirling like a twister. Used to love her, now I diss her. You miss me, take a picture. Foreheads in a duffel bag. Microphones on the rag. Pulse pumping. Too poor to keep the speakers thumping. Look at this beat, make me flip an incredible something. When I'm pitching, you'll be bunting. Meet me for a lyrical luncheon on the grass. A painting from the past, space shuttle blast. Broke your spirit, need a cast. I always come in first, so you must be the last. With Han Solo Force, I fuck you up fast. Obi-Wan Kenobi, he owes me a float, see? I guess I must be gloating. My lyrics like a gun, I'll be toting. Give me paddles, man. I'm going boating. Suckers, open your mouth and start to blowing.
Whoa, what the fuck, dude? What's that from? Is that all you, or is that...
That's something from a long time ago that I did.
Oh my god. I fucking love it. Holy shit, dude. Jesus Christ. That was crazy.
I'm like on the floor right now. Like just holy shit.
I was trying to tell by your eyes if it was made up or not, and I could like see you kind of reading it. So I was like, no.
All right, well.
So when does this show start? When do we start?
Yeah, when do we start recording?
Yeah, I start being funny.
You guys have plugs? That was pretty much it. You guys have any plugs? That was an hour. It already went by. Hour and like 5 minutes.
Wow.
Do you have anything
You're
coming
not
up?
gonna cut any of that out? We don't need to keep going to
Some
cut
filler.
any
Nope.
of that out.
Nope, not cutting anything.
Well, I want to know what your plan is for Survivor. I think we should strategize here. I don't know if anybody in the show is listening to this.
Well,
I'm
By
willing
the
to take
time it
that
comes
chance.
out, they'll be
this will
already
be
kicked
out
off.
like probably next Wednesday.
Ah, I thought it was live.
No.
Next Wednesday.
Oh.
Next Wednesday is just when I get around to editing it. Because I have to do a bunch of production on it and stuff.
Okay, good. Then let's talk. What's your strategy for this week?
Well, are you sure that Dan admitted to he
100%.
voted her off?
100%. I haven't lied to anybody yet. That's the best part about this. Is I've
Because
been completely truthful to everybody I've made.
I heard my girlfriend was in the audience, and she heard you go up and say you had a secret alliance with Tiffany.
I do, which I've
So-
already admitted.
I'm worried that you guys are all going to try to vote me off. So I'm super worried about who I'm going to vote off this time.
That's where you have to find out if you want to be part of the secret alliance.
Are
And
you
everybody
in
knows
on
about.
that?
Everybody knows
No.
about that.
Okay, cool.
And there's always a chance it's going to be changed because I'm still
I'm-
trying to figure out what I want.
I know that I think everyone on our team was safe, but maybe not. I think you're safe. I don't know about Dan, but I might vote off one of the girls on the other team just because it's all girls, not because it's. Wait, that sounds horrible.
What makes it worse?
It does make it
It's
worse.
alright.
I-
It's you're
Just pull their hair as you're voting them off.
I will
love
tell
it.
you.
regret it.
I will tell you this. Lila.
She has immunity though. She can use that immunity at any time.
She will not know how to use it. We don't think. Although Jay said that she started watching an episode of Survivor, so because she doesn't understand the game, obviously.
Okay.
So that's why Lila first.
Okay. So everyone in podcast land this weekend, Jason and I are in a show called what the fuck, the Survivor Show.
It's called
Tribe
the
is Spoken.
Tribe is Spoken, and it's a black box theater. If we make it through, by the time you hear this podcast, we will hopefully made it through this Saturday. But if not, you'll come to the final Saturday, which is next Saturday at Black Box Theater, where the final four compete to see who
Details
wins.
at www.unexpectedproductions.org.
Correct. Jess, what do you got coming up?
I have. Let's see. By the time this show comes out, I will have had a fantastic Improvinati show at the Round in Ballard, and hopefully we will have many more of those to come. And UP Happy Hours, Theater Sports, Truth or Dare, unexpectedproductions.com.
Org.
unexpectedproductions.org. And Facebook/Improvinati.
Cool. Jace, what do you got coming up besides the show this weekend?
I am going to Disneyland next weekend.
Awesome.
Or next week.
Disneyland is California. correct?
Yes, Tuesday through Thursday. Enjoying my sabbatical. And as far as plugs go, I have a car that I rent out on Turo and an Airbnb. So if anybody needs a place to put your family or a car to borrow, I got both as part of my little side businesses.
Awesome, dude. I haven't seen your posts on Facebook. I wish you the best.
Yeah.
I've always wanted an Airbnb.
No other shows other than just hopefully playing some more piano for the shows and whatever other J crazy shows he cast me in.
Well, you're welcome back anytime to this. I do it once a week now because I have this committed space. It was hard when I had to convert the upstairs to an impromptu podcast studio. It was hard because my girlfriend gets home about halfway through the recording, so she'd always feel really bad when she'd come in and she'd like, I don't want to wait in the car or go to a coffee shop. I'd like to come home, and it was just like this weird thing, and I felt bad. So it's nice to have this dedicated spot because I can like schedule out weeks in advance, and I don't have to like take everything apart and set everything back up again.
This is super fun. Thanks for inviting me.
Dude,
I'd
thank
love
you.
to come back.
Awesome. Chrissy, you got anything coming up?
Talking trash with you at work.
That's right.
That's it. On the daily.
Should take an improv class. You're pretty funny.
Yeah.
I'd like to. That'd be fun.
I'm also the education coordinator at Unexpected Productions. I'll sell you a class.
You're the
People
education
off the
coordinator?
I am.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. I traded graphic design work for UP for my class. I didn't pay a thing.
Yeah, I was the one you always emailed with. You may not have realized that was me.
I didn't know that was you, dude. That's crazy. Awesome.
Good for them. I didn't know that was the case. Good
Yeah.
for you.
Thanks.
It's a great
For
program.
I haven't
actually.
seen any of your work.
Yes, you have.
You have. It's in the lobby right now. Oh,
What do you
okay.
do?
Did you ever get a student pass?
Yeah.
Those were his.
Oh, yay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Are any of the posters that are up now yours?
Yeah.
All of them?
Not all of them. Some of them are.
The school ones, the
Good
whole
for you.
chalkboard thing. That's all Kelsey's.
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
Much
It's funny.
better than
I
the
designed
preppers.
those like you always hate your own work, and I designed those like a few years ago. And as I've gotten designed more and actually worked with Chris, like I'm gonna go on a little soapbox here for a second. Like those older designs of mine were very much like, what's the first thing I could think of, and I fleshed that out. And it wasn't necessarily. It was super like literal, and it's very much like I'm gonna use a chalkboard because it's a school. I'm gonna use a chalk font because it's gonna be like a chalkboard. But like as you progress as a designer, your style changes, and I look at that and I'm like, oh my god. And so I've been attempting to like refine that and design like a newer look for it. And I don't know if Kent's down for it because I haven't heard back from him on like the new design. So it might serve the school better to like have that type of look. But it's just interesting, I guess, how your style
Kelsey,
evolves.
2013.
It totally is Kelsey 2013.
I haven't seen your new stuff, but I love the old stuff, and it's 8 billion times better than what we used to have. So
Oh, thanks, man.
it's professional, and you matched the rest of the UP look.
Oh, thanks,
really
dude.
well, so I remember that. It was cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
Because for a while, everything we did looked like Tony's style, which is awesome.
Yeah,
But
Beeman's
Tony has a
awesome.
style,
He does have a
and-
style, yeah.
so
I love his Alfred Hitchcock poster
Oh,
he
that's
made.
such a
That was
good one.
fucking crazy. As far as plugs for me, I don't have anything really. Like my improv group, The Basement, meets up once a week for practice. We just had a slew of shows, so I don't know if we have anything planned. I should know. Again, like my energy level was a bit off tonight. I've had a really long week, and I was sick last week, and my girlfriend is actually sick for 2 straight weeks. She had a cold for like 14 straight days, and so I've been pretty exhausted. But you know, whatever. It was super great having you guys.
Well, if when you
Yeah.
re-edit, when you edit this, if you need us to come back and
Just
record,
redo my
I'm
parts.
available.
Awesome.
I'm on sabbatical, so I have all kinds of time.
We're
Cool.
gonna need more of those food innuendos,
Yeah.
That last rap was fucking crazy.
sex position innuendos,
Yeah, I'm gonna go have a bagel and a
cigarette.
piece of chicken
after all.
after.
A bagel. You got bagels and chicken here?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
I'm craving it.
All right, I'll
I wish you luck.
thank you.
Yeah,
Good
with
luck
your
tonight on the show.
colonoscopy.
Thanks,
Good luck
buddy.
with that.
I'll take some Xanax before I go
Yeah, totally.
Mm.
in.
Cool.
I hope I make it to your show, Jess. I have
Yeah,
the
that'd be
Tribe Has
awesome.
Spoken is that night. So
Okay.
depending on when it gets out, your guys' show starts at 10.
Correct.
Cool. It's a
Oh,
bunch of
man,
really
that starts late.
really funny
Yeah.
fuckers, dude. So you guys should go. They're brilliant.
Well, yeah, we would be very happy if you make it.
Cool.
In Ballard.
Ballard Underground.
Ballard Underground.
Oh, okay.
It's like right by that
We're doing
Starbucks
it
on
the-
Market.
on the round.
Nice.
What's that mean?
It's a round stage,
Yeah,
so
I've heard about
there's
this.
no back. The audience is completely.
Oh, that's fun.
So it should be really interesting, which we've discussed, but we haven't really had an opportunity to play with, so I don't know what it's going to look like.
Okay.
I think it'll be fun though.
Cool.
I think
It's like
we're
that Dane
excited.
Cook comedy special.
Yeah. Exactly. It'll be that many people.
Yeah, exactly. Thousands of people.
The Ballard Underground becomes a coliseum. They just hit a button and lower it.
That would be
and
really
adds
cool.
thousands.
We got a bunch of like orphans.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, exactly like the Dane Cook.
Dan Cook show.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that's it.
Sayonara.
Cornbread.
Cornbread.
Thank you.
Feminism.